Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SDRL. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. But after today's price movement, definitely some updates need to be made. Although from a presentation standpoint, this chart is a little bit tricky. There is a lot of perspective at this point that goes into things. Case in point, if you are a day trader and you bought right there, let's just say, and you wanted to sell within 2 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, then yeah, I get it. There was a pretty big pullback today. But from the big picture, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as there's higher bases being built over time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. So I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. I say that because if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a much different strategy and perspective going into the trade. So with that being said, let's do a few updates here. Going to do a little house cleaning, get rid of this line. Yeah, it pertains, but it's not relevant anymore. And again, from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing clutter and confusion, so I want to try to keep this as clean as possible. So the overall first update that comes into play is based on a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So for those of you that did watch yesterday's video, hopefully you remember me talking about the 37-cent mark as resistance, and you can see, this morning when the price was finally able to push through it, that was essentially where the price hovered around a little bit, and then the floodgates opened and the bulls came stampeding out. There we go. So now this would be considered a key area of support. Closer term though, so I'm not saying the price is headed down there or anything, but ideally speaking, if the price can stay up above this 42-cent mark, you can see on 2 separate occasions the bears try to press down through it, both there, and on both occasions they failed. The bulls did a good job of holding strong, so that's going to be the preferable area of support. But again, if the price doesn't hold above it, not the end of the world, because you have 37 cents, and then from the big picture of things, you still have the price well above the purple line, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average. And going forward, as long as the price stays above that purple line, as the line itself increases, hence the word moving average, then the bulls are in full control of the chart. Not going to talk about levels of resistance, because at this point, with the pullback, in my opinion, at least top priority right now is not breaking levels of resistance. Top priority is just simply going through some healthy consolidations and building a higher base. So we'll see if the bulls can accomplish that or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.